Hi, this is Jodi, Dolph with Keller Foothills Realty, and today I'm talking with Josh Seidler. He's a home inspector with National Property Inspections. And why don't you tell us a little bit about what it's like when you first meet a buyer and what you're going to do at the property they're considering purchasing?
So, first thing I like buyers to know is that I'm there to help them, and I'm helping them find out what kind of a house they're buying. And we identify any safety issues, we identify any maintenance foreseen costs, and we identify any other, interesting different things about that house so they know how to work things and know how their house works.
Mm-hmm. And so you do a lot of property inspections in Denver and outlying areas and even in the mountain areas. And so what specifically are you going to look for on mountain properties?
Well, mountain properties have a few unique items that I look at. So one of them would be well equipment. Most properties in the mountains have wells as opposed to city water, so we look at the pumps and the equipment like that and make sure that it's working for them. I do recommend that on mountain properties that they have a well production or yield test done, so they really know what is going on in the ground and they know how much water they can get. Other than the well, they also have septic systems, so I like to explain how those work and how to treat them right. I always call a septic system kind of like an ugly little pet at your house. I like them to know how to take care of that pet. Mm-hmm. And then just in general, most mountain homes are built on a hillside or something like that. So we want to make sure that drainage around the house is proper, that snow melt and things like that aren't draining into the house but are draining away properly, because water is one of the biggest items that can damage homes pretty rapidly. So we make sure that that's staying away from the house.
Great. And so what is the biggest advantage to having a buyer come to the inspection with you?
I really like them coming to the inspection because it's a lot easier to go in person and walk them around the house and show them, here's your well equipment, here's your main water shut off, here's your electrical panel, here's what this means, here's this issue I found. Pictures are great, and I do have a lot of pictures in my reports for them to see after the fact. But if they're there in person, they get to meet me and kind of know how I operate and whether things are actually concerning to me or not. I try to make sure to go over the most important things at the inspection. So that's great when they're there.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's like when you're buying a new thing and you want to know how everything works, and you're the person to do it with an unbiased agenda. So, and so you've been in so many houses, and you go in there to do an inspection. And what is it that you'd like to ask sellers to do?
The biggest thing with sellers is just realize that you want to make me happy. If I'm happy, I'm going to just overall view your house in a little better light. So if you can have access to everything that I need to look at, easy for me to get to, I'm going to be a lot happier. So things like attic access, crawl spaces, electrical panels, furnaces, water heaters, all those kind of things that I need to get at and really get in and look at. If I have to move a dog crate or if I have to move, all of your stuff, I'm not going to be happy. In some cases, I can't get to it because I'm not going to move a lot of stuff. And the other thing is, a lot of people have their pets. I love animals, but when you've got your pet in your house, they don't know me, they don't like me probably. So if you can make sure they're at least protected and out of the way so that they're not scared of me, or take them with you, get them out of the house, that just lowers their stress level and makes it so I can do my job as I need to.
Absolutely. I totally agree. Working with buyers and sellers, I know how important the home inspection is, and it can make or break a deal. So what's the best way or easiest way for potential clients to get a hold of you?
The best way is just to call me. On my business cards, I have my cell phone number, and I answer it any day of the week, pretty much any time. If I don't, it's because I'm at my kids' play or something like that. But, I know the real estate process is tough to get through, and I want to be a help to that and not a hurt. I don't want to be any kind of a roadblock, so I try to make it as easy for clients and their agents to get hold of me and to deal with me as possible. So just give me a call.
Great. Well, thanks for your time. And I do want to say that in this tough market that we're having in the Denver area and outside, it's just great to have a reliable source. And I definitely love to refer my clients to Josh for his business. So thanks.
Thanks, Jodi, and I do really appreciate you being here and doing this for me, and you're a great agent, and any buyer would be happy to work with you.
Thanks.